Roll. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our presentation on decolonizing global health and human rights education, introducing the prison industrial complex, the impact of ICE raids, sex work, and human trafficking. My name is Brian Rao, and I have with me here today Sree Jambunathan and Ameisha Tutwiler. We are all second-year medical students at the University of Toledo.
Before we go any further, I think it's really important to first define a few things. Colonization is the exploitative, historical, political, social, and economic system established when one group or force takes control over a colonized territory or group. Or it's also recognized as the unequal relationship between the colonized and the colonizer. Decolonizing, which is what we're doing, is the process of revealing and dismantling that colonial power, even in its hidden aspects. We felt it important to highlight how medicine has distinct ties to colonization. The Global Health and Human Rights Elective was run by students in the Physicians for Human Rights organization and approved by faculty at the University of Toledo College of Medicine and Life Sciences. In the past, we set goals to increase global health awareness and broaden students' cultural competence. However, we noticed that there was a large focus on medical mission trips and mission work, which can oftentimes inadvertently uplift white saviorism and colonial roots, without analyzing how these colonial roots have had negative impacts on the implementation of medical missions, medical care, and the quality of life in all regions of the world. So it would be amiss for us to continue to educate students without focusing on topics richly tied to colonialism. So we set a new goal to redefine and decolonize the conversation around what global health and human rights looks like.
So the Global Health and Human Rights Elective ran from September 2020 to April 2021. The elective's focus, which was just mentioned, used to focus on medical missions, but has now transitioned to subjects which uplift minorities and shine a light on racism and sexism in relation to global health. The elective consisted of 8 two-hour sessions, which were held monthly, with content delivered via guest speakers, panels, films, presentations, and small group discussions. These were the 8 monthly events that were held. Some of them included the impact of COVID-19 on minority communities, as well as human trafficking and sex work.
So while our outcomes were more qualitatively based, we were still able to find many positives that came out of this elective. Based on student feedback, students reported a significant increase in self-rated confidence in global health and awareness about how racism, colonization, and sexism have further perpetuated global health issues. We also observed increased discussion about human rights and healthcare, as well as partnerships formed between students and faculty from UT and other institutions. And lastly, we were able to reassess the goals and structure of the elective and make some changes for future years, as we'll discuss later on as well. Some conclusions we came to as a result of this elective were that a preclinical student elective offers students the opportunity to expand their knowledge in global health before actually entering the medical field as physicians. We also found that using a variety of methods ensures that students can stay actively engaged with the content being given. We were also able to discuss and dive into a broader range of topics, which gave students a greater sense of what global health actually is, along with the knowledge of how they can integrate it into their future practices.
So right now, the Global Health and Human Rights Elective is being expanded into a global health program and is now being run under a different department through the University of Toledo. Physicians for Human Rights still currently holds events on a variety of topics that were done through the elective, such as human trafficking, and we've added new events such as reproductive justice. Our goal is to continue organizing events on and promoting human rights activism and to decolonize global health. And thank you.